Lady Sukayna was a beautiful and delicate little girl. She was attached to almost everyone. Her attachment with her uncle Abbas is discussed in many books. Historians write that when Yazid ibn Muawiyah's forces deprived Imam Husayn's family from water, there was a panic in Imam Husayn's camp as the children were crying for water. So when Hazrat Abbas, who was the commander of Imam Husayn's army, saw Sukayna coming towards him with lots of children who were requesting water, he stood up and walked towards Imam Husayn and asked for permission to go to the battlefield for the sake of Sukayna and to get water for all the children. Many historians recall this moment as the most difficult decision for Imam Husayn to take, to allow his brother to go out alone in front of Yazid's forces who were in the thousands. But when Imam Husayn looked at Sukayna and the other children, he allowed Hazrat Abbas to go and get some water for them. Upon seeing him leave, Lady Zainab told him that they would be vulnerable in his absence. Imam Husayn's decision to allow Hazrat Abbas to go towards the battlefield, knowing that he wouldn't come back, suggests a father is willing to lose anything for his daughter, despite how precious it may be. But Imam Husayn chose divine sacrifice over his family and over father-daughter relations.
As a father,
Ashura was the day that challenged the limit of tolerance and patience, and it went beyond the established boundary. It went beyond the capacity of normal human beings. The members of the al-Bayt were exceptional, be it the 56-year-old Lady Zainab or the 4-year-old Sukayna. The level of patience is sometimes difficult to comprehend. When Hazrat Abbas was martyred and Imam Husayn carried his flag back to the camp, then Sukayna had to witness another battle which started right after Imam Husayn's beheading. Yazid ibn Muawiyah, with his governor of Kufa and Basra, Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad, outlined a strategy that made sure that the ordeal of Imam Husayn's family would not end after the killing of the male members. Yazid's forces began attacking Imam Husayn's camp, harassing the women and children, robbing everything they found in their possession. When the camps were burnt down and Yazid's forces started celebrating, Sukayna found herself alone and helpless. She had heard stories about her grandfather Imam Ali, who comes to rescue people, so she called out to him for help. On the evening of Ashura, the remaining members of Imam Husayn's caravan were taken into captivity and sent to Damascus in order to present them in front of Yazid. These captives were injured, thirsty and starving. They were chained and taken to Damascus. Sukayna was really young, but her intellect, patience and courage to bear this extreme pain was extraordinary. But the separation from her father was such a disturbing moment for her. It is said that when Imam Husayn reached Karbala, he instructed his sister Lady Zainab to take care of Sukayna and keep her away from him as she used to sleep on his chest. Imam Husayn knew that he would not survive the battle and that Sukayna would have to find a way to sleep without him. After the death of Imam Husayn, it did indeed become very difficult for Sukayna to sleep at night. Yazid's cruelty had no match. He chose the darkest cell from his dungeon, where one could not even see a ray of light. He knew about the attachment of Lady Zainab with Imam Husayn, so he brought the heads of the martyrs and put them in front of Lady Zainab and Imam Zain al-Abidin in order to humiliate them further. Yazid also knew about Sukayna's attachment to her father, so he decided to torment her further. In regards to Lady Ruqaya, who was younger than Sukayna, there was not a single night when this young girl did not weep and call out for her father. Historians write that little Ruqaya used to weep all night and said to her brother Imam Zain al-Abidin that she would not survive. So when Yazid had come to know about this, he sent the head of Imam Husayn to Ruqaya in the prison. There are differing accounts on this event. Few historians say that the head of Imam Hussein was covered with dust and blood, and so it was not recognizable. So Ruqaya at first refused to accept that this was her father's head. Other accounts narrate that when she received the head, she screamed and then silenced herself. Historians write further that she put her head on Imam Hussein's head and slept, but that she never woke up.